So you're just scraping by, but you spent minimum $900 on bullshit last month. Just gonna, throw that out there immediately. I love, I'm just scraping it by. But then I go spend almost $1,000 on literal bullshit that doesn't matter. That's not scraping by. I would love to have sympathy, hold my arm around you, cry with you. Fuck you. I mean, $2,300 comes in on a monthly basis when we spend $900 on bullshit. That is miscellaneous bullshit. That could be video games, it could be whatever. And it's also eating out. Eating out alone, $400. $400 eating out. $2,346 is what comes in. We're talking 17% of our income just went to restaurants. If we're just scraping by, does 17% of our income go to restaurants? That doesn't make sense to me. Does it make sense to you?
No. So that's part of my problem. I don't really keep track of my spend, which is part of why I have so much debt because,
So you prioritized filing the business taxes instead of your own because, again, now I see you haven't filed taxes since 2020.
Roughly, 2020, 2021.
What the
So I tried.
Why?
I tried.
Try? What do you mean try? What is try?
I tried and my ex told me that we don't have the money
Your ex is nothing. You weren't married.
No, we weren't. So
why do you keep doing this ex thing?
Because we chose not to get married so we can open the restaurant.
Doesn't matter. He has no impact on you filing your taxes. No, I'm confused. Why have you not filed? Why did you not file last year?
So I tried.
Your ex told you again? Or
no.
Were you still?
No, I did. I went to file my taxes and they told me since I had multiple years to go back to, it was
Who
about
told you?
The tax person. I went
who's
to
the tax person?
Some place like
CPA?
H&R Block.
Okay.
Yes. So, and they said it was going to be about $1,000 for her just to do the paperwork. And I said,
Sure.
I don't have that now.
That would have been worth putting on a credit card because you owe the government taxes. You want them to garnish your wages? Okay, fine. Why not the next year then? Why not 2021? Okay, he told you 2020. Oh, don't worry about it. We'll figure it out.
So
2021, next year. What happened?
So that's what he told me in 2021 when I tried to file after.
2022, what happened?
That I just...
Come on, dude.
I didn't
You can't just fall on ignorance. What do you mean you didn't think about it? They send letters. You see the deadlines everywhere.
Letters.
You see the deadlines all over online.
And I filed for an extension.
Were you working a regular job?
I was working Grubhub, DoorDash.
Good, then they sent end of your tax statements.
Okay.
You had everything put in your face to tell you that taxes were happening. You cannot plead ignorance on this.
I filed for an extension and I was going to get it.
Which year?
22.
Good, what happened 23 then?
I didn't have the funds for it.
For what? Taxes? Did you try to file?
To file them.
What do you mean the funds to file?
So because they charged me to file with since I have multiple years back. I don't know how to do that.
That's when you went to H&R Block?
Yeah.
It was 2 years ago.
3.
And you've done...
Yeah.
And you haven't done 3 years? You've just sat... So you can no longer plead ignorance because you had a conversation with someone 3 years ago.
Yeah.
So 3 years to sitting there saying, no.
It scares me.
That's bad. So that was also kind of on you to a certain extent. Then number 4... or 5 at this point, I don't even know, comes the taxes that you owed. Okay, maybe ignorance for a year, but 3 years ago, you learned what has happened. Now you're just not doing anything because I'm scared. Like, I'm sorry. At this point, you just have no agency. You're using the world against you, claiming victimhood in one of those things I could have taken and supported. But now after learning about 4 separate things where you're just victim of, now it's a pattern. Now it's a pattern you've done all throughout your 20s where you're just a victim to the world and you won't take any agency. You won't stand up for yourself or do anything. You won't Google things. You won't go out there put in any action. This is all on you right now. Maybe. I mean, we'll see. You haven't paid your taxes.
No.
You spent $900 on bullshit last month. I wouldn't say that's learning. Where's the learning? I would love to see indication of learning. There was no learning. You learning. You can't say you're learning when I have the numbers in front of me and there was no learning that was done. You can't say that. Sure, it looks good for the camera, but you can't say that. That's not what was done in the paperwork. Learning, you didn't act. Maybe you learned. You know, that's even worse. Let's pretend you did learn. Now you're actively choosing not to do it. So that's no longer arrogance. That's no longer ignorance. This is being a bad person.
Yeah. So that's what I'm working on. That's what I'm trying to do.
Objectively, no. $900 on bullshit. No, you are not. I will never understand how people come on this show. They give me their statements from their last month and they say, I am working on it. No, you're not. I have your literal actions, numbers on paper. You are not working on it. That is an incorrect statement. You might have in your brain that you want to work on it. Listen, guy, you're very passive. What is actually, tell me in this dynamic, the dynamics in this relationship, because you are very clearly passive. This is your chance to be honest and tell your side. This is it for the entire internet, for me, in this story. What is going on with you? Because you're getting cucked by a guy, legitimately. You literally just allow her to do whatever and you do not care. She tells you what you can spend and it's wrong. What the is happening with you?
Well, when it comes to the finances, I guess the problem is I just...
everything. There is a dynamic that is weird, man. Well, what is going on?
I want to move out, but I want us and the kids to move out, be on our own, but I can't do that with the amount of debt we have.
No, that's not my question. You are being pushed over, walked over, ran over, rolled over, and you are not stopping it. What is going on?
Yeah, I guess I do need to stop and get a grip on it.
What happens when you speak up in this relationship on things and have your own opinion that is different? What actually happens?
We'll have disagreements.
And what happens?
A lot of the times, the outcome I want won't happen, I guess. So
you always lose. Are you okay with this? Because that's unsustainable, though.
I don't lose all the time, but
it sounds like the vast majority.
A good amount of time.
Okay, that's unsustainable for a relationship, though. It really is.
Yeah.
And I want to put together a plan that allows you guys to have a long future together with the 4 kids and beautiful family. I want that.
That's what I want. Yeah.
Yes, but that's not possible. If you have no backbone, you cannot stand up for yourself, and you can't. So in the financial conversations where you get ran over, what has happened? What are the things that you have lost on?
Well, things I want to spend money on. It just like stupid shit though. Like
what? She just kicked you again, I'm being told.
Yeah, she did a second ago. Tell me not to do it, and then we'll go back and forth for a day or two about it. We'll get in arguments about it, and then sometimes she'll break down and let me do it. Sometimes she won't. Just a hit and miss on.
Well, I feel like it might be good for you to not purchase something. I don't think that's fair. What about when you've had probably the objectively right opinion?
In that scenario, if it's something that's actually we legitimately need to do, like buying that car, I can get her to do it. But that was a lot of money. I think that was $14,000 for that.
All right, let's put the headphones on him. I want to talk to her. We're gonna pass the headphones over. Okay, first of all, why are you kicking his feet?
Because the way he talks, it's just embarrassing.
Usually the thing we do if we're in between a rock and a hard place is we don't f*** our entire life up with endless amounts of debt. Which, with the $3,000 a month with $700 of rent, I think you could still survive. Especially with the Pell Grant on top of that, potential Social Security incoming on top of that, you would be able to. You want to live this dream of being this business owner of photography going between the coasts, and you're going into debt for it, taking out business loans. That's you being an idiot. That has nothing to do with your child having special needs. This is you. This paperwork is on you, on you, on you, on you. $7,192.88. If you're tracking it, why the f would you potentially allow that mother of a child? That ain't a joke, dude. Why the f would you allow that if you're tracking it? I'd rather you be ignorant.
Well, I have a business. I have to keep track of it.
That's not a business if you're losing. If you're losing money, you dumb cunt.
I had to pay people out of that.
This is not a business then. This is a fucking hobby gone wrong. Total income was literally $4,287. You business. You don't know what business is. You've never heard of the word business.
Well, that is why I'm here. I need help.
Get a job. Again, that is the same answer now as it was at the beginning of this conversation. The taxpayer is literally just subsidizing you losing money in your business, and that's unacceptable and disgusting.
Well, I don't see it that way.
Well,
but
it
yeah.
is mathematically that way.
Okay.
What?
Okay.
You're only able to continue your job that loses money because the taxpayer gives you money? F you. Of course it's that way.
I don't think it's that way at all.
You said that's the only way for you to be able to do that.
I don't know how much it'll take because I don't know how much I'm going to make.
How long does this take? Minimum payments only without doing any purchases. That's what I said.
Maybe 3 years.
Okay, 17. You still applying to try to stay there as much as you can. What are you talking about? I mean, you're doing school in California. You're not trying to get back.
Well, because it's free.
Yeah.
And so I can have a degree when I get back. So I have 2 options to work.
When will it be done, the degree?
I think 27.
Oh. Well, how far into 27?
Like fall?
Hey, yeah. Dude, we're talking 2 years.
I mean, yeah. Well, if I can find a way to transfer
more than you make on a monthly basis.
Well,
It's not 3,000.
I mean,
3,000 last month, 4,000
I'm not opposed to after I get my associates.
The Pell Grant's
in
federal
October.
Anyway, right?
I think so, yeah.
So there you go.
It's just I'm in a program that's only in the state of California. It's called EOPS. And it is a program that pays for your books, and they give you another grant on top of it to pay for schooling.
Okay.
And
Even still, if we actually work and we try to get do you have a degree?
No.
Listen, I'm not opposed to, yeah, maybe we stick out the school there. I'm okay with that. But you obviously pursuing this business is the failure because you're losing money on it. You're not making money.
I agree.
Sometimes you make money, sometimes you lose money. I'm sure you're not zero in the end. You're just living off the Pell Grants and assistance.
Yes.
So that's what we need to fix more than anything right now while you're finishing school. Go work a job. Say you don't borrow from your mom, and then I call you out for borrowing from your mom, and I'm like, oh, I borrowed from my mom. So it's like, don't try to lead astray. It's like, oh, this couldn't have been done. This was the month right before moving. Oh, wait. Oh, it is actually once we moved.
But that would still be because they're still moving us because we just moved. So
how are you going to move out and afford a place of your own? How are you going to, and then are you going to f him over?
no, I would make sure that he's like okay. Like we would
Make sure he's okay by giving him extra money?
No, I would talk to him and be like, hey, if you can't afford it, you need to move out. Or if
you're going to cover that whole place, what is it going to be, $1,400?
$1,400.
Okay. That while adding all this debt that you're not even making progress on, while spending more than you make, while spending hundreds on bullshit on a monthly basis. How are you paying for $1,400?
I'm gonna have to figure it out. I'm gonna have to really push my only 20.
Why did you get back? What the? What then?
I got back because I thought we could work it out. I needed help financially, and so I moved back in thinking we could work it out. We tried, and then it just didn't work because I couldn't trust him.